Hey guys, it's Monday morning here in Manila, and it is time for us to do our premium car unboxing. And since this is Halloween week, my whole week of episodes is going to have a Halloween theme. Instead of just narrowing it down to one episode that's based on Halloween, I'm still going to do that, but I'm still going to feature a bunch of Halloween stuff throughout the week, too. So our premium car unboxing, as it says in the thumbnail photo, it is a round 2 spooktacular. It is titled, we have hearses, we have monster movie cars, we have monster trucks, and we have a couple of bonus ones, and one is a real freak. So that's kind of my theme for Halloween. And actually, our monster trucks really are not such monster trucks. They're just lifted C10s, but still they have big mudder tires on them, so they look pretty cool. Then our first vehicle we're going to be taking a look at actually is kind of a spooky ride, probably your last ride. The 66 Cadillac Hearse from Johnny Lightning, and this is a hobby exclusive, and it is the counterpart to the black one that we opened the other week. This is in a gold color, and I'm not sure if this is a factory color or not for Cadillac, or if this was something that was painted like as a custom color by this coach service that built these hearses. The Miller Meteor Coach Building Company in Ohio, actually. So I don't know if they added their own custom touches, but if this was a 66 Cadillac color, this would probably be the antique gold poly. Or there's another one that's like a Florentine mist gold color, I believe. The only reason I know this is because I looked it up before I started the video. Because I know there's some Cadillac colors in the 60s that looked like this, but I'm not sure if this is a factory color or not. So I just looked up to see what they had in 66, and the two similar colors that were on the paint swatches was the antique gold poly and then the Florentine gold fire mist, something like that. But on this one, it doesn't say. Usually in the fun facts here on the left side of the card, as you're facing it, usually gives the fun facts and also has a little color swatch. But on these hearses, it doesn't. But what's cool about this hearse, as the other two, the black 59 and the black 66, the whole card was black, and it had this hand-stitched pattern that looked like hand-stitched leather. But this is probably the same thing, but it has a gold-like tint to it to kind of signify it's for the gold Cadillac Hearse. So that's kind of cool that they broke it up just a little bit. And this one also gives you some different facts on the Cadillac and the Cadillac Hearse. As I said, the last one before gave us like the origin of Cadillac, and that the guy Cadillac actually was the founder of Detroit, Michigan, which was kind of a big shocker to me that I never knew before. But then on the back of this, it kind of breaks it down once again about the Cadillac and the Cadillac Hearse and so on. It gives you a brief story about it. Same thing as all the past ones, so I'm not going to elaborate on it, but I will do a little briefing. It just says something that Cadillac was founded in 1902, and for over 118 years they have been making some of the finest and safest automobiles the world has ever known. And then it just kind of goes on telling you more and more about the styling and stuff like that. And then on the last paragraph, or in the last paragraph I should say, it talks about Johnny Lightning replicating these Cadillac hearses that were built by the Miller Meteor Coach Building Company. So anyways, that's all this really says, and it's the same thing as the other one, just some different fun facts about the Cadillac Hearse. and Cadillac itself. And then the color tint to the card is a little different. And as you see down here, it does say hobby exclusive. So it doesn't have all the advertisements for like Autoworld and Racing Champions. It doesn't show you all the upcoming features. And unfortunately, it didn't give us the gold, like pink color code on the side here. Usually they give you the swatch and give you actually the paint code on these. So let's get him out, get a better look at him. And this one also, I'm trying to keep the card nice. As you can see, it looks like it's still factory sealed with no card. I kind of did my best to open this up. That way it would look like it was never opened, so I can reseal it and hang it on the wall. Because I just like those cards with the big Cadillac emblem and stuff. They look great. And I have the two black ones now hanging on the wall displayed. So this will look good. Plus there's a gold 59 hearse coming up too, I believe. So I will have to check on that. I think there is. But anyways, they will look good with the black counterparts. So they did their best job to replicate the factory hubcaps with the wide white wall tires, which is really cool. And also, as I pointed out on the black one, the 66 Cadillac casting, or hearse casting, doesn't have windows in the back, which is very strange. I thought it was an error at first, but it's not. They only have front side windows and windshield. All the other windows are open. It's like so the dead guy can escape or something. I have no idea why they did that. Because the 59 hearse has side windows and back window, and it has the curtains too. So not sure why they did that on the 66. But it's a beautiful casting besides that. And it does have plates on it, but nothing special. There's no vanity, no message in the plates. I kind of looked at that before we did the video, and it doesn't say anything special. Just some letters and numbers, but nicely detailed headlights, grill area. The color is really nice, the gold metallic, and not sure if that's one of the two colors that I had told you earlier, the Florentine Fire Mist or the Antique Gold Poly. But nicely detailed car, all die-cast as usual with Johnny Lightning, die-cast body, die-cast chassis, rubber tires, and so forth. So, now the hearse is sitting next to Christine, and as I pointed out before, the Johnny Lightning hearses are like really underscaled, because this thing should not dwarf Christine, but it should be much bigger, and it's not. It's like the same size and maybe even a little bit shorter. Not by much, but a little bit. So, Christine in the beater appearance. Now next we have Christine in the burnt appearance. This is a really cool car. They released two new Christines. I only got this one though. The other one is like 50% mint Christine and 50% unrestored Christine. Like right before Arnie found out that she had a mind of her own while he was working on it. And he also kind of noticed like strange things happening, like why was things like painted and he never painted it and things like this. And even some people said that he had a weird way of restoring cars because just the way like painted fender and then everything else is still really rusty. Why not prep the whole car and paint the whole car at one time? So they have that version, which I thought was really cool, but we did not get it here, unfortunately. We just got the burnt ones, which I'm happy to have the burnt ones too. The only thing I wish they would have done with the burnt one is put the steel rims on it, because when it was burnt up and after it went through the crash at the gas station to kill Buddy and his friends, it lost all the hubcaps. I don't think it had any of the hubcaps on it when it was in its burnt version in the movie. I may be wrong, but I know it was missing at least a couple of them, but I don't think it had any of them, to be honest. This is also a hobby exclusive, as you see down here, so I don't think this one will be at Walmart. I may be wrong. You may find it there, but I'm sure you could find it at Hobby Lobby along with those hearses. So this tells you about the storage, Revenge, and it's kind of a cool little briefing here. Revenge, after being horrifically vandalized at Darnell's garage, Christine went on a rampage, inflicting exact revenge on the gang responsible. Buddy Repperton, Moochie Wells, Don Vanderberg, and Richard Trelawney that I don't remember his last name, how to say it. So engulfed in flames, Christine carried out her punishment. Scorched and charred, she crawled to her lair at Darnell's garage, and then off to Darnell too, by crushing him in the front seat of the car, because he dropped ashes on the front seat. I think it was just like at the beginning when the guy at the factory dropped ashes on her front seat. She crushed him too. It didn't really show that, but I'm assuming that's how she finished him off. So let's get this car out and take a look at it. And actually, to be honest with you, I bought two of these because I am, as you know, a big Christine freak. So I have two of them. I've already opened one. This one I'm leaving sealed because I have a lot of the stuff that's sealed and open. So I usually buy two, sometimes three of each Christine model. And just because, once again, I'm a Christine freak. So I have a lot of the 164 stuff. Most of the 164 stuff, I think. So this car is actually really cool. It actually feels burnt. Like, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like, it feels like sandpaper. Like the rough texture of my diorama. So this is really nicely done. Has a charred, ashy look. Probably could have used a little more black to it, and the windows could have maybe used a little bit of like warpage to them. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. It's not bad though. Pretty cool that they actually built this and made this. I'm actually wondering if Autoworld will do the version that they made for an April Fool's joke a few years back. I think it was in 2017 or 2018 as an April Fool's joke. They crushed one of their Silver Screen Edition Mint Christines into a cube, and it was to represent what it looked like at the junkyard at the end of the movie. And they were talking about that they were releasing this and blah blah blah, but it was an April Fool's joke. So now that may actually one day become a reality because of all these different versions that they're building. I would like to even have one that's like semi-crushed with like the bulldozers parked on top of it. I seen a guy in one of the FB groups, he made a custom like that. It looked sweet. So that is our horror movie monster car. So the name is the only thing that's scary about these guys. I said monster truck. Well, yeah, it's kind of a monster truck. It's a lifted C10 or K10. Then it's kind of like a monster truck, I guess you could say. But not really. It's just a lifted truck with mutters on it. But hey, the name monster truck sounded cool when I was trying to advertise this, and I figured it would be very suiting for the video and the title and the description and so forth. So anyways, this is your metallic blue and white two-tone K10 lifted. Nothing really new that we haven't seen yet. Just that this is version B. I should have started with the black and red one for version A, but anyways, it doesn't really matter. This is the second version of the lifted look, and it's actually really cool, very nicely done, and it's, as I said, nothing really new that we haven't already seen with Autoworld, except it has a lift kit. This would look good on a standard like 4x4 and also one of the dropped two-wheel drive ones that they have. I'm wondering why they haven't done any more two-wheel drives in like the regular retail releases, so kind of wondering that. But anyways, this is the muscle truck and blah blah blah, new casting and so forth, and they made a ton of these, 15,808. I was actually shocked though to find these here in the Philippines. Another hobby shop got these than the one I normally deal with, and I was very happy to see them posted on our local shopping network, Shopee. It's similar to Amazon. But yeah, I was really happy to see these guys. So let's get this one out and take a look at it. But this is like your regular retail packaging. Like I was telling you before about the Johnny Lightnings. They would have the same type of deal on the back telling you about, upcoming things. But the hobby exclusives usually don't. They tell you like a story about the car that they're featuring, which is nice about the hobby exclusives. They have those one-off unique packages. So let's get this lifted K10 out and take a look at him. And I do really dig these. And this color combination is beautiful too. The blue interior, the metallic blue and white paint, the big tires, very nice. They still have a problem with making the front axle way too long, so you have a lot of play here. It's the same in their standard release 4x4s too, as you can see. So I'm not sure about the two-wheel drive. I didn't really look, but I don't think if it does if it matters, because it's so low that the tire I think would hit the fender. But yeah, that's something they should take a look at and try to fix, is kind of narrow the front axle a little bit, because the rear one doesn't really, well, I guess it does do it a little bit, but not as drastic as the front. But anyways, still cool. You can adjust it right when you have it on display, so it looks okay. So the same wheels as on the standard issue 4x4 2, this black one, same rallies as you can see. So nothing new or different with the wheels. So pretty cool. Then opening tailgate, opening hood with detailed small block as usual. Nice detailed grille and headlights. Vanity plate that says high enough. Really cool. So really nice truck. Then the other variant of it. This is version A. And this one actually says this is the first release of the lifted chassis and large off-road tires for our Chevy C10 K10 trucks. So that's why I said I should have opened this one first, version A, because it said that. So let's get him out and get a better look at him. Same truck, just different color. But yeah, I was really happy to find both of these available. So that's one thing I was kind of concerned about, that I had to wait another year or two when I get back to the States to pick them up, and then they may be like a huge amount of money. But luckily I found them here, a little overpriced, but not much. I think I paid $10 or $11 each for them, and the shipping was really cheap, so I think the shipping was only like $2. So I think I have like $12 in each truck shipped to the door, so it's not too bad. This one also has the vanity plate that says high enough. And opening hood, detailed small block, opening tailgate, and so forth. Really cool two-tone black and red with a red interior. So it looks really good like this. Usually it's reversed. Like a lot of times you'd see it with the red top and bottom and the black insert. Or it would be like a red and white top and bottom with a white insert. So different approach on the paint job. So pretty cool. I do dig it. It's different. So those are our monsters. So these are like the car of death, and then your evil possessed car that just doesn't die, and then your monsters. So now it's time for the freak. And this is before round 2 took over. This is actually when Playing Manus still was with, actually I think with itself. This is even before it joined up with RC2. So this is an old one. This is from 1998, I believe. So yeah, an older release. Trying to find a release year. Yeah, 1997. So this was just a couple years after Playing Manus picked up JL in 1994. So this is one of the second releases after Topper gave up after a few years in the 60s and early 70s. And then it went silent for about 2 decades, and then Praying Mantis grabbed it in 92 or 94. I can't really remember. But it was the early 90s. Anyways, these are the different series that they had and so forth. And this is one of the cool ones that I really dug was Showstoppers. So, anyways, this is a really cool one. It has the little, I don't even know what to call it, a wedge that you use to make it look like it's actually doing a wheel stand. I actually use these on my lowriders to make it look like they're hopping. So they work great for wheelies or for hopping lowriders. So let's get this guy out and get a better look at him. We unboxed the little red wagon, which is the most popular one, I think, of all the A100 wheel standers. And we unboxed that probably a few months ago, I think. Maybe only a month ago. All these videos kind of clash together where I can't remember one from the other sometimes. But yeah, we did unbox the A100 little red wagon a while back. I'll just say a while back. So anyways, this is the freak I was telling you about. Because the A100 truck, and it's got the engine in the back, and it's got no windows, and it's just your wheel stander that is really cool looking. These were iconic, and this is like the Hemi Express. Doug Headers is actually the main sponsor of it, but this was nicknamed the Hemi Express. Like the orange color, everything. Really cool little A100. Heavy casting too, all metal. One of the better ones, and the tires coming off. Yeah, this is one of the cooler ones that they had back in the late 90s. So there's a few other ones called one the Chuck Wagon, and then there was this one, the Little Red Express, or Little Red Wagon, and then there was another one. I can't remember its name. But yeah, this is your freak of the group. And as I said, it's not actually a round 2, but it's still a JL. Then, last but not least, not really a monster, horror, or scary themed car, but it, I guess I could call it like the Purple People Eater, because it's a dark purple Jeep. Called Extreme Purple Metallic, and I actually thought this was dark blue, and even one of my subscribers enlightened me last time when I did the white one that it's actually a purple and not a white. And while mine finally came in, and I can kind of see it now in person, it does have a purple look to it, but still almost looks navy blue to me. But anyways, this is the first purple Jeep Wrangler that I can recall being made, so that's one thing unique about it. And as I said, I remember that song, like the one-eyed, one-horn Purple People Eater. So that's why I guess I could call this the Purple People Eater. So anyways, let's get him out and get a better look at him. And this does finish up my Jeeps for Autoworld. I think I've got every single release so far. They have 2 coming up. The next 2 have white tops. So, kind of interested to see them. I ordered the blue one with the white top. I didn't order the other one because it's a repeat, I think. Even the blue one is kind of a repeat. And the only difference is the white tops. So, but I did order the blue one with the white top because I thought it looked kind of cool in a way. So, now I'll get that one, and then if I like it, then I may order the other color eventually. But here you go. There is your purple, extreme purple metallic. And yeah, man, this does look like navy blue. I don't know. I just don't see the purple here. Even in the body lines where it's light on the color, you could see, and it looks really blue there in the door jambs and such. So yeah, this is more of like a very conservative purple, where you want to tell your friends you got a purple car, but you don't want it to be like a high impact. So I guess this is what you get. The extreme purple metallic. And as always, Jeep looks really good. Black wheels too. I think that's different. Usually they have like a gray insert. I think even the other one that I have, the white variant of this, has like a gray insert wheel. It's not all black, like partially black. So that's one thing that's different about this one. So cool Jeep. Trying to open the hood. Let me see if I can get it open off the camera. Yeah, there we go. I couldn't get my nail under there. And as usual, very nicely detailed engine compartment. And it has the nice detailed intake plenum. And I don't remember, I think it says this 3.6 liter or something like that. This camera's having a hard time zooming in on stuff really good tonight. Yeah, I'm back to my old phone, and actually, to be honest with you, I think I like my wife's phone's camera a little better than this one. This one just doesn't seem to stay focused as well as the other one did. The other one that I used last night for the Mini GT GTRs, that was a different phone, so that was actually a pretty good camera. So whenever I get close, it doesn't seem to like blur as much, and it doesn't take as long to focus. This one focuses pretty quick sometimes too. I brought this one out because it has a lot of writing on the side, so it just depends sometimes on the color and everything too, I think. But yeah, it doesn't do too bad. But I think I like her phone a little better. But anyways, besides that, guys, on Wednesday, we are going to be doing a Chase unboxing. And the car has a spooky theme also. It's from a movie. So we have a green machine. And we have its regular counterpart. And then we have some other green light cars. Kind of not really Halloween focused, but they are cool green light cars. And then we do have the spooky themed one. So that will be our Wednesday Chase unboxing. Then on Saturday, I am going to do like a horror movie real monster cars and things like that, like hearses and such. I'm going to kind of do some kind of extravaganza type of video on Saturday, kind of like the breast cancer awareness with all pink cars, but this will be all like horror movie cars and hearses and so forth. So guys, thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please give me a thumbs up, share the video, tell your friends about my channel, and have a great start to your week. See you Wednesday.